going to be facing Jalen Hurts this Saturday. How similar is he to Murray in his mobility and the challenges that poses? And if you do happen to face Murray again in the postseason, is Hurts a pretty good guy to give you a comp on what it is you have to deal with?
Yeah, I think Kyler's is a little bit more dynamic and a lot more explosive and things like that. But I mean, in terms of the same type of quarterback with that scrambling ability, I think Hurts is definitely right there with him, and definitely a lot of similar play styles and structure type.
How much do you want to play this week, and do you think about needing a half a sack or 1.5 sacks to get the record?
Sure. I mean, I want to play every week. I mean, I never even thought about missing a game right now. Um, Especially going into playoffs, I just kind of want to stay hot, stay fresh. Keep playing good ball, and it is what it is. At this point, if I get it, I get it. But I gotta play my role and make the play when it's there.
Micah, does it feel, or do you as a defense feel like y'all need to create takeaways to give the offense momentum?
No, they create their own momentum. I think we want takeaways for ourselves and our joy and just um, being badass defense. That's what we do it for to represent BMF. And it just adds boost that the offense just takes advantage of the turnovers we give them. So it's really for us and to play good complementary football.
And when you look at the goal line stop you had against Edmonds, I believe it was in the game, can you take us through what you see on film and what aspect of your game you feel like that illustrates?
Uh, you know, on film, I know they try to run a lot of angle routes in the red zone. So I know matched up on him the whole game in the red zone. If it came down to it, I'm expecting angle route. So I know that it's an option. If they see us playing inside, it's gonna go out. So I just played inside all the way till he broke out and just used my speed and power for the rest. And that just comes down to the preparation, understanding the game, and the leverage you want to be on.
It's assumed that you'll get Defensive Rookie of the Year. How much consideration do you think you should get for Defensive Player of the Year? Only one man has won both awards. That was Lawrence Taylor.
I mean, I think I will put myself up there with the elite guys around the league. I mean, in terms of impacting the game, and it definitely hasn't been a one man job. I would say the DBs helped me a lot. Be able to hold the receivers so that way I could get the pressure and the sacks and things like that. So you know, and I think I just do a lot of very different things on the defense that change the game. Like, I'll never just play one position. I feel like if I could just rush, I might be an 18, 20 sack guy too. If I just stayed in pass coverage, I'd be, and, run, I'd be a 100 tackle guy too, And, because of my abilities, I got to own certain, certain things throughout the game. I got to own a role throughout the game so that way I could put my team in the best position to win. And sometimes it's sacrificing those extra sacks or things like that. So I think when it comes to terms like that of just impacting the game, I would definitely just put myself up there with those guys of being a defensive player.
What's Jayron been like as a teammate this season and his ability to help out at linebacker? Like he did a little bit more this past game. What does that mean from a value standpoint for this defense?
It brings great value. I mean, Jayron, since coming in, he's been a great leader, great person to know, great person to talk to. I mean, he brings that dog mentality, killer instinct. I really appreciate how he steps up and wants to do more. And, I mean, he's been showing ability to play it. And, I mean, we're going to need him to keep doing it down the stretch.
Micah, off of what you're talking about with the quote-unquote badass defense, you all have made your mark with takeaways. How confident are you that this defense can win games or impose its will without takeaways?
I'm very confident, like I said, I'm not a man that try to make excuses on whether it's a turnover or not. There's a lot of plays in that game where we could have been in better position and we beat ourselves. Now, when we play disciplined football and just let the play call be the play call and we just line up every play, I like us against anybody in the world.
When you were growing up, did you go to any Eagles games?
Never been to an Eagles game.
With this particular game coming up, do you expect to have more family and friends at this one?
Yeah, my mom's gonna come down and things like that. Probably a bunch of people from Harrisburg will drive up. So I mean, I definitely have a lot of Harrisburg. That's probably an hour and a half trip. So it'll probably feel like a home game for me.
And then just one more on the Defensive Player of the Year thing. Do you keep up with any of the other guys? Like obviously T.J. Watt plays last night, has a big game, or do you not pay attention to that?
I don't pay attention to it because I mean, I ain't making his money. He ain't making my money. You know what he do, and you know I'm gonna do what I do. All I know is, you know, I got a game this week and I got to prepare to get into the playoff game next week.
You had several key run stops against the Cardinals. You mentioned the play earlier where you pushed Edmonds out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Is that an element of your game that you think gets overlooked? And how much pride do you take in being a complete player as a pass rusher and as a run defender?
I take complete pride in being the most versatile player in the NFL. When I came in here, Coach Rob Davis said the best ability is availability. And you know, I take that in a lot of ownership because I feel like if I want to get on the field, I gotta be able to do anything that is asked of me or more. So, and you know, I just like lining up everywhere and just being dynamic. You know, I think that it's almost like at recess for me. Like I feel like I'm a kid again out there. Like, let me go tackle my buddy. Let me go cover my buddy, and I'm gonna go tackle. You know, it's a whole bunch of fun for me. And I just really enjoy it.
David?
Hey, Micah, going off what John was asking about your family being in there and stuff like that. I know you're not from Philly, but I was just wondering, you know, playing back in Pennsylvania, playing in your home state, and also because the Eagles were interested in you in the draft, do you get anything extra out of going up there and getting to play back in Pennsylvania?
Nope. You know, I'm just go up there and kick some butt, man.
David Moore?
Mike, I saw you were at the Mavericks game. Can you just talk about your love of basketball? And if you had a chance to talk to Doncic much or form any sort of relationship with him?
No, I didn't get to talk to him. You know, all the COVID things and going on right now. But hopefully that's a relationship I could build on and things like that. And I mean, I always been a basketball wrestling type of guy. I just enjoy the game and enjoying seeing other teams around Dallas be successful. I mean, that's probably the second game I've been to, so it's definitely an interesting game. And I'll probably go to the one against the Warriors, you know.
We'll probably finish up here with Jordy.
Micah, you were talking about how you view this game kind of like recess, playing around with your buddies. Amari used that to describe Trayvon's game the other day, saying you could tell he's not just played organized football, but also has the instincts. How have you seen that in Trayvon's game?
You know, because Trayvon don't just play the position, and I think he a gambler, and people try to bash him for it. But when it works, it works. You know, I'm never finna tell somebody how to make their money and how they gonna play their game. You know, I like Trayvon 9 out of 10 times against anybody in the world. So, I mean, if he gambles one time and it hurts him, I like him for the rest of the game. I mean, he going to fix his mistakes. Trayvon going to be Trayvon, and I'm going to be me, and D-Law going to be D-Law. You know, I think some of the best players around the league all take chances. And, I mean, whether you get hurt on the chance or not, you learn from it, you grow from it, and it's not going to stop you from making chances. So, you know, I think that's what Q allows us to do. Play your game to the amount where you're not trying to force plays, but you know, go make a play if you can. So we all seen Trayvon make plays, and I'm excited to keep watching him make plays because I think we all know that's what he does best.